Welcome into this morning's live. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful start to your day. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Okay. So you can hear the noise in the back. It is what it is. All right. So I'm here this morning to deliver you guys a morning word. That's why I said, hey, the noise, I guess, is fitting. Good morning. Okay. Um, so you guys, this morning, the topic that the Lord gave me to bring here on the main page is concerning your heart. All right. We continue to talk about on here how the Lord is bringing judgment forward in this time for the righteous and the unrighteous. So there's a two-sided judgment that is coming for the judgment of in the judgment of the bee, you guys, the honey is devoted for us. Let me turn this off. I forgot. Y'all, hold up. The honey is devoted to the children of God. The honey is for us. The honey is basically, thank you. The honey is for the children of the Lord. One second, get all the things off of the phone so we're not interrupted. I'm sorry, I forgot to put the do not disturb. So the honey's for the children of God, okay? And the honey is delightful. It's yummy, okay? And that's what's coming forth for us, sweetness. But there's also this other side of this judgment that is coming forth that ain't so good. It's the sting of a bee. Right? And for some of these people who are receiving the sting of the bee, it's almost like the Lord's reminding of me of My Girl right now. If you guys saw that movie back in the day, My Girl, the little boy actually dies because he gets stung by like a swarm of bees. All right. And that's kind of what I'm seeing right now, this swarm of bees that is coming for somebody. So, good morning, Ralph. Good morning, Dusty. Thank you, Dusty, this morning for giving into the ministry. I appreciate that. I did see your donation come on my screen. I appreciate you guys doing that. So, regarding you guys this morning, the Lord gave me 2 Samuel 1, the whole thing. And there is this big thing with going between 1 Samuel and 31 and also 2 Samuel. There's this crossover that's happening. There's this crossover of power that is happening. There's Saul basically dying. I would say he on his dead bed, but he's not exactly. Thank you. He's not exactly on his deathbed. He's leaning on his sword, trying to kill himself. Okay. Then he kills himself, and then there's this mourning that happens in 2 Samuel chapter 1 where David is crying over Saul's death. He's mourning him. All right. Even though, yo, I cannot, as we continue to read the Let's Study series, and my apologies to you guys yesterday. I didn't realize to the end of the day that the video was not actually up. I thought it was set to go. So it's going to be up today. All right. My apologies. But we're reading 2 Samuel right now in the Let's Study series. And one thing that continues to amaze me is David's heart. David really does have a heart that just loves despite. That's the best way to put it. And many of you can kind of relate to David because many of us do have a heart that loves despite. Despite that somebody may not even like you, you may still have love for them and you cannot understand it. You cannot stand it. You're like, God, why did you build me like this? David's one of those people that's like, God, why did you build me like this? Okay. Because even though Saul came against David so hard and he was his enemy, biggest opponent, David still had love in his heart for Saul. And he actually begins to mourn Saul in 2 Samuel chapter 2. The messenger comes to him and is telling him about what happened and how he died, etc. And the messenger thinks that, oh, I'm bringing you this message. Yeah, I killed him. I was the one that completely and totally just took him out. He was laying there halfway dead. I just went ahead and ended it for him as he asked. And he thought that that would be David rewarding him and being happy and joyous. But actually, this guy ends up getting himself killed by showing up to say what he did. Okay. He was like, oh, really? What makes you think that you had the power in you to kill God's anointed one? And then David takes him out. All right. So David had a heart that was righteous, always wanting to do the right thing. And he also had a heart to still love people despite, okay, what it is that they would bring forward. And that's what the Lord kind of bringing us to this morning. All right. The Lord is saying that many of you are about to step into a time where you're going to be receiving His overflow, receiving the blessings. You're receiving that honey, okay? You've been waiting for that honey. And your honey, but as you are sitting there and you're eating your honey, you turn your head and you see your enemies falling, dropping, just things going array. You see explosions over there. What the Lord wants you not to do is to be like popcorn at the movie theater. You know what I'm saying? Look at them. He don't want you to be like that. All right. The Lord literally wants you guys to pray for those people, to have a heart for those people, not yourself back over there with those people. Okay. But to pray for them, to have a heart for them. Because one thing we will never, ever as humans understand is the heart of God. There can be people that do so much evil, so much bad, but the Lord is still having mercy on them. A way to look at this is Pharaoh. Pharaoh continued to do bad. Pharaoh continued to make the wrong decisions over and over again. The Lord was giving him chance after chance after chance after chance. And that was some of you. You for a moment there, you was like, you was thinking about somebody, right? And you were like, yeah, the Lord done gave them chance after chance. When they gonna get it right, God? Look at them. Okay, take the plank out your own eye. All right. At some point in time, that was you. You was doing wrong and wrong and wrong and wrong and wrong. But even despite all the things that you were doing wrong, the Lord saw the best in you. And He left the 99 to come and get you. And the same way He felt about you when you were doing whatever you were doing, He feels the same way about them. One thing I need you guys to understand is prodigals are not people who walked away from you. A lot of times in this Christian environment, they will use the term prodigal to mean somebody you were so deeply in love with and you were torn apart and he went his way, you went yours. And broke your heart so badly because he left you for Susie. No, that's not a prodigal. That's some dude that you broke up with that broke your heart. That's what that is. All right. A prodigal is someone that stepped away from God, that turned their back on God. It's not about you, boo boo. It's not about you. Okay. It's not about the fact that Matt left you for Susie and they went and live happily ever after in Bronxville. I don't know. But no, it's not about that. It's about the fact that Matt's away from God. So God still wants his soul. God still wants his heart. God might have somebody else for you. Maybe he'll bring Matt back to you. Maybe he won't. All right. That's not what you're praying for when you're praying for the prodigal. You're not praying he come back to you. You're praying that that person comes back to God. It has nothing to do with you. All right. Holy Spirit's putting through me right now that he will never leave nor forsake you. So if he will never leave or forsake you, and he always has your best intentions at hand, that means that the Lord is going to bring about what is needed for your life. The Lord is amazing at re. What I mean, recreating, reinventing, reintroducing. He is so good at the restore. That's what our Father is good at. So stop looking at Matt, all right, and start looking ahead. If the Lord tells you to pray for him, you pray for him. If you see Matt's whole life with Susie falling apart, don't you start getting the little cheerleader pom-poms out and being all excited about the fact that that's falling apart because you think, oh, now Matt's going to come back to me. It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with Matt and God having a meeting together and Matt coming back to God, all right? So I just wanted to clear that up about the prodigal thing. It ain't about you, okay? It ain't about your long loss or whatever. Stop idolizing that. Stop idolizing that person being in your life. The Lord can do a whole nother re in your life. Let it go. When you pray for those people, you're not praying they come back to you. You're praying they come back to God. All right? So let me get back on task because y'all, I am off. All right. The main point that I am coming here to tell you is not to gloat on your enemy's downfall. Okay, Mr. Dusty says, yes, that's why I can't complain about the behavior of others because I was there himself at one point? Weren't we all there at some point ourselves? There was something in us that we were doing we weren't supposed to do. There were lives we were living that we weren't supposed to live. There was some type of sin we were entertaining that we were not supposed to entertain. But I just keep hearing this in my spirit, and I've been hearing this for the last few days. He saw the best in me when everyone else around could only see the worst in me. Y'all, when y'all was down, out, whenever you was doing dirt, and everybody just looked at you and they thought, the Lord still saw the best. All right. So those same people, as you are eating your honey because you've been obedient, you've been walking with the Lord, you've been faithful, you've been at your secret place. Now it's honey eating time. You turn your head and you see them falling. Don't rejoice at that. Just pray for them. Keep praying for your brothers and sisters that's fallen. All right. So this morning, the Lord made me look at some scriptures about not rejoicing over your enemy's downfall, and I'm gonna share a few with y'all. Um, Proverbs 24:17 and 18. It says, "Don't gloat when your enemies fall. Don't let your heart rejoice when he stumbles, or the Lord will see and be displeased and turn his wrath away from him." So don't get all excited because you see Johnny falling over there. All right, I know he did you dirty, he did you bad. But if anything, you need to release, pray for him, and move forward. Also, forgiveness sets you free. That's what the Holy Spirit's putting on my heart right now to tell y'all. Forgiveness is going to set you free. You're not going to be feeling like anger and remorse and the Lord's showing me right now it's time to uproot the bitter root that's in some of you concerning things you've been through. People are human. They're far from perfect. We all fall short of the glory of God. We all fall, excuse my mouth, y'all. We all fall short in some way, in some capacity. None of us are perfect. And I'm not saying that everything that people do you should accept, but you should always see the human side of them. The fact that they're not perfect. Even if you decide, hey, they're not perfect in their behavior, I am not going to have that in my life. That's fine if that's what you decide. But still remember that people are just human. And a lot of them, they're doing the best they can with what they have. And here's what I mean. Think back to 10 years from now, certain situations that were in your life that are not no longer in your life. 10 years ago, you were operating with what you had to the best of your ability, your knowledge, etc. You showed up every day the best you could. You ain't know no better in certain situations. Now that time has passed by, you've matured, you're a different person, you're somebody else, and you look back at that and you say, if only I knew then what I know now. Some of them just don't know no better. And yes, some of them don't want to grow, but that's also them not knowing any better. All right. So you just got to look at people with a little bit of grace. I'm not saying enough grace to stay in your life if they got to go now. Okay. I just said a little bit of grace. All right. So Job 31:29 and 30, it says, "If I have rejoiced at my enemy's misfortune or gloated over the trouble that came to him, I have not allowed my mouth to sin by invoking a curse against their life." Don't open up your mouth to say nothing about you see over there. Yeah, you see bombs going off while you eating your honey. Lord help them. That's the best you could say. Lord help them while you sitting there eating your honey and they going through their judgment. Lord help them. Grace and mercy to them. All right. Let's see. Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 12. "You should not gloat over your brother in the day of his misfortune, nor rejoice over the people of Judah in the day of their destruction, nor boast so much in the day of their trouble." Do not be sitting there like it's popcorn at a movie theater, is what I want to get to you. The Lord wants your heart to be right towards these people. He needs your heart to be right where you're going. All right? I'm going to say this wrong. Micaiah 7:8. "Do not rejoice over me, my enemy. Though I have fallen, I will stand up. Though I sit in darkness, the Lord will be my light." The Lord is wanting you to still be that light. All right? We are the light of the earth. We are God's children. We bring forth light, whether you realize it or not. Just your presence in rooms shifts atmosphere, because there's something inside of you, child of God, that many people don't have, and it just shines forth. Sometimes people don't know what it is about you, because you could just be sitting in a room quiet, but there is a light that is in you, and there are people that are drawn to your light. So as your light is shining forth, you're dimming it whenever you're sitting there and it's honey time, baby. Your light is super bright right now. Okay, it's honey time, it's harvest time, it's time to receive. The Lord is blessing his children, and as your light is shining in this honey time, don't you dim your light over there to be petty. Don't you dim your light over there to look over there and say, look at the bombs going off over there. No, God bless them, and keep on moving forward. So today, I encourage you guys to think on this Second Samuel. Go read it yourself. You can see kind of David's heart posture. All right. Think on your heart posture right now. Ask the Lord, is there any unforgiveness that is still in your heart? And as you are moving forward, ask him to uproot the bitter root. If you have bitter roots inside of you concerning certain people, ask him to help you to forgive, to move forward, because it's for your own good. The Lord has beautiful things ahead for us, children. And he wants us to be able to fully enjoy it. Fully enjoy it is not looking back on past situation, not holding on to grudges, holding on to things, and wishing the worst for people. He wants us to have a heart that is like looking forward, and not casting judgment, not throwing stones. He wants us just looking forward, and he wants our heart to be right as we move into the new thing. So, hey, from Australia, I hope that you guys are having a beautiful morning, a beautiful day, a beautiful time here, because I don't know what time it is in Australia. There's so many of you from all around the world. It blows my mind. It really does blow my mind how YouTube connects to so many places around the world. Um, I'm remembering something somebody told me years ago, and about how the Lord would use me. And I guess this is it. This is it. Okay. This is like when people get on YouTube, you have a ministry, a worldwide ministry, literally. That blows my mind. It's 10 p.m. Wow. It is not 10 p.m. here. It's 7 in the morning in Louisiana, in the United States. Okay. Well, I hope that you guys have a great rest of whatever day is left for you, and that this message blessed you. And also, I want to apologize. I want to apologize again to you guys who watched the Let's Study series. I thought that it was up yesterday. I had a very day yesterday. The Lord had me moving a lot. And when I did come to check the comments and stuff, I noticed that it was not up. So it will be up today. Apologies to you guys who are following along on the series. Also, if you are led to sow into this ministry, that information is down in the description box. I appreciate you guys who do so here. This is good ground. Go ask God about me. I ain't scared. Okay, go ask him about me. I ain't scared. All right. If you're led to sow into here, there's Cash App, Ariseinglory, PayPal, Venmo, and Zelle. Okay, there's a few different ways to sow in here. Also, if you're led to sow, you can sow also through YouTube, just to let you guys know that too. There's also the back office. We are almost finished with our 40-day fast. If you guys did not know, no, I'm gonna save that for later. That's another message. I'm gonna tell y'all about that later. But also about the back office, the videos drop first in the back office. That's a perk. If you're led to join the back office, it's cheaper than a Chipotle bowl. All right, it's cheaper than probably your meal that you're gonna have for lunch if you go out to lunch today. It's a way to support this ministry, and a monthly way, a small way of supporting the ministry and still receiving something back. Also, check out the website, candynicolerise.com. There are different resources that are on there for you guys. There's devotionals, every day for the Let's Study series. There's a Bible study alone that's available to you guys. And also, there's some books that are available for you guys on Amazon if you want to purchase those. They're all books to help you to move forward, to see yourself differently, to walk in your true identity. This ministry is based on Romans 12:2 and also Isaiah 60 and Isaiah 61. We're all about freeing the captives, freeing our mind. I truly believe by what the Lord has shown me, and I haven't even got halfway in the door, I feel, of how powerful our mind is. And when we begin to change our mind, it changes our whole life. And even though I haven't even gotten halfway out the door, it's freed me in so many ways. That thought pattern right there, when you begin to align your mind with Christ's mind, y'all, it changes everything in your life. So the Lord wants us to walk in our true identity as we move forward in life. And I'm telling you, it's going to transform your life. It's time for many of you, the Holy Spirit is showing me something as I'm talking. It's time for many of you to stop looking at the glass as half empty and looking at it as half full. All right. The Lord has more for you. And so he wants you to free your mind. So the rest will follow. All right. The rest in him will follow. I hope that you guys have a beautiful day. And I will talk with you later. And greetings, Charlie Ryder. And thank you guys who have joined. Also, if you have here several times, hit the subscribe button. If you have liked this message, if this message has blessed you, hit the like button so that other people can view it also. My understanding is when you guys are hitting that button, it is getting the message out to other people who may need to see this message. And the Lord, it might be wanting them to see it. So go ahead and hit the button. I will talk with y'all later again. My third, fourth time saying bye. But bye, y'all. Bye. Y'all have a good day. And don't let nobody mess up your day. Bye, y'all.